My name is Elijah Strongheart Evanson. I'm a local Seattle sculptor, and I have a studio here in the International District in Seattle, and this is where I do most of my work. This particular material is called Paltaya. It's a cement clay. It comes as a powder, you mix it together, you have a few hours of working with it with a palette knife. But what's wonderful about it is its strength and not having to make a mold or cure something in a big kiln. It cures without having to fire it. I usually sculpt it as much as I can in the hour and a half that I get. So we work on little bits and pieces like leaves and hops, little sections. And then after about a day, it becomes the consistency of balsa wood. And then I can do some minor carving, some more detailing, a little bit of sanding. And then if I keep water on it, it will continue to cure, and it becomes quite strong, much stronger than a normal cement you just buy at a hardware store. It's really nice to do something this large, and it also is strong enough that it could go outside if it needed to. Sometimes we have these little fibers that are in it, which do make it really strong, but they'll get on the surface, and we use a blowtorch to burn them off and to make it smooth again. But that first day of curing, I still have a chance to do some detailing, so there's a little extra steps at the end of the process. Often I'll go over it with some cement stain, some paint, just to give it some life, and then that's pretty much the end. Green Man is an ancient European, British archetype. You see these green faces, these green man faces in old cathedrals, old buildings throughout Europe. They were often in cathedrals, even though they weren't Christian in nature. They were probably more likely pagan, and they have kind of always been there, and people have always kind of loved them because they represent the spirit of nature and just the connection that humans have with nature. And the Green Man really appealed to me because it was an ancient concept, and it was also, it just had a feeling that I connected to in Seattle. As far away as, we're very far away from Europe, where the initial idea was created, but it still seems to maintain its integrity as an idea all the way in Seattle. This particular Green Man is being commissioned by a local brewery, and it's a hops Green Man, which there was always kind of a deity aspect about the Green Man, and a lot of people believe it has a lot to do with nature worship, and here it being hops is a particular type of worship, which is about the beer and what nature can do for us.